Yes,
Okay, and now we're recording.
that's right.
Yes. So everybody, we are in the workshop of Banumathy H. And Banumathy, but don't spotlight me.
Come on.
Spotlight yourself. Go ahead. Please announce the title of this workshop and lead us on.
All right. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, participants. This space, especially for me, is very special for me because I've been associated with Eric. I'm a privileged student of Eric since the day this festival got started 12 years ago. So thank you, Eric, for enlightening me into the world of storytelling. So having said that, thank you. Thank you, participants, for on a Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock. And Barry, it's around 5 o'clock in the morning, if I'm right, for being here. And whoever is joined from various places, thank you and welcome to the workshop on something interesting, according to me, using games and stories to teach spoken English. Well, spoken. Ambo, are you taking care of admitting people? Will you be able to?
Yes, I will take care of admitting one.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ambu, for the timely help. And yes, so using games and stories, how interesting it would be to learn to speak in English in a fun way. So to start with, I would like you people to turn on your video because, it's time to break the virtual ice. Let's switch on your cameras and let's get to know each other a bit better. Because there are around 32 people. Thank you, thank you. Great, one after the other, all are turning on. Fantastic. Good to see you. Never mind, you're not dressed well. On a Sunday afternoon, we can't expect all that. Come on. Thank you. Okay. So now that you have all named yourself in your rectangular boxes, I want everyone to open up your mics, turn on your mics, and say your name aloud. Say your name. It's okay.
Pratigya.
Yeah, everybody. Banu.
Priyanka. Anuradha.
Sangeeta.
All right.
Divyani.
Good.
Shri Lata.
Hi, hello. Okay, now can we all clap once? Come on, everybody. Do a clap with your mic on. Come on. Once more. Clap. Clap. And when I say your name, I just say name, you tell your name. And when I say clap, you clap. That's it. As simple as this. Name. Tell your name. Come on, name. Clap.
Sangeeta.
Clap. Name. Don't wait for the others.
Sangeeta.
Name.
Sangeeta.
Name.
Sangeeta.
Clap. 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 Name.
Sangeeta.
Clap. Okay, now the twist. When I say clap, you'll have to tell your name. And when I say name, you'll have to clap. Got it? All right. Name. That's not that. You'll have to tell. You'll have to do the action. Clapping is what you have to do. Yeah. Name. Name. No thinking. Clap. Name. Clap. 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 Divya, you're still clapping, Divya. Come on. Name. Clap.
It's correct. I just realized.
Name. No, you're not supposed to tell your name. When I say name, you'll have to clap. And when I say clap, you'll have to tell your name. Come on, one more time. Name. Clap. Clap. No. Clap. Clap.
Pratikya.
Name.
Pratikya.
Name. Name. Well done.
Oh,
Well
God.
done. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Now tell me, good to have you all here. What brings you to this workshop? What brought you here? Just you can use the chat to type in, or you can just. My audio is not clear. Is it okay now, Selvi?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Yeah,
in the
it's okay
beginning.
now.
it was.
Fine,
Now it's
thank you. All right, so curious to learn. Great, Sridevi. The topic, stories and games. Okay. I know you're fun. Thank you, Priyanka. Okay. To connect with children, and there is something else. Okay, games and activities are always fun across ages. Yes, that's right.
When it's a workshop by Banu, I want to attend it.
Exactly.
Thank you, Prati and Ambu. Okay. Now, back to business. We are here to learn some games, but now tell me, why do you think English is important? Or speaking in English specifically is important? Do you even think that speaking in English is important? To know to speak in English? Window to the world, that's right. Universal language, perfect. Anything else?
Can I add a point?
Yes, please.
So I work with children, Banu, and this with many government school children. I have worked with them, and the biggest problem is speaking in English. And that's where, even though they're good, they lack confidence because they don't know how to speak English.
Mhm.
And I also work with differently able people. So one of the thing is English language communication. So we do try to bring in activities and games and stories, but I did want to know the perspective, like what more we can do or offer in that space. So I feel it is very important. It automatically brings an amount of confidence when you communicate with the others. Though we say it's okay to speak in any language, English generally develops the confidence in people.
Very true, very true. Well said, well said. Thank you. So yes, as everybody had mentioned and well said by Sangeeta, communication skill is very, very, very important these days, through which we can express our thoughts and ideas effectively. Without proper communication, we can't get the point across. And professional advancement, being all professionals here, we need to cater the global business world for collaboration and networking. Everywhere, English or speaking in English is very important, and educational opportunities for that matter. Many of us, many of our children these days fly abroad to learn for the higher education. Even there, we need spoken English and social interaction, of course, and cultural exchange. So, Barry is going to come here to India, and many of us do storytelling workshops or sessions across the globe. So, cultural exchange happens only through English. Job opportunities. Yes, numerable job opportunities often require the role of customer service or sales or marketing, whatever for that matters. Spoken English plays a vital role. And confidence building, as Sangeeta mentioned, even the children in my school where I work in, they're all intellectuals, but they are not confident enough when they were asked to come forward and speak to answer. They are not confident enough to come and speak only because of they are lacking in spoken English and access to information. See, globally, everywhere. See, now you want to ask something to ChatGPT and get it done. You'll have to give proper phrase, and it gives us perplexity. Yes, all that is based on the phrases and the language and the keywords that you key in, and global connectivity and travel and exploration. We all travel to abroad to visit places, and without the language, no way, nowhere we can visit. So all these are the few importance or why spoken English has to be taught and learned. Well, moving on.
If I may add, sorry, Banu,
Yes,
everybody's been talking about English being a universal language. I think being in India, where we have so many different languages
Yeah.
across one country itself, even for us to be able to speak to someone who doesn't understand my language but has a very different regional language, it helps to have a single language where everybody can communicate through. So yeah, I think spoken English is important for that as well.
Very well said. Thank you. That's right. That English is what connected me and Pratigya as well. Or like her language is different, mother tongue is different, and yes, we got connected through English. And recently, I came to know that she speaks good Tamil as well. But yeah, English is very important. That's true. And tell me, what is your favorite game? What is your favorite game that you would like to play? Maybe indoor, outdoor, or don't tell me mobile games. Anything that you like to play or you like to play and you would want to play. It could be anything.
Carrom board.
Carrom board, okay. Yogasanam. Haha. That's great. Yes, Eric.
I just want to say that children's songs and games like Ring in English, Ring Around the Rosie and London Bridge is Falling Down. In Tamil Nadu, Kole Kole Mandrika, like that. Those old games had a verbal component to them. So children, while they were playing the games, they were also practicing spoken language. But many of the more modern games, like cricket or field hockey, there's no verbal component to it. So I feel that it's people don't learn even their mother tongue as quickly and easily as they used to because of this reason.
That's right. Thank you. That's right. That's very true. So verbal language and games play a vital role to, you know, to learn a language. We'll be talking about that as well. Thank you, Eric. Yes, we play all these games, Yogasanam, badminton, Scrabble, Ludo, musical chair, board games, yeah, kabaddi, crossword puzzle, basketball. Yeah, we all play these games. Why do we play? We all like these games. We would like to play. Why?
For fun.
Fun, just for fun. Okay. We
Yeah,
all
we play for fun.
we play for
We
fun.
don't play to learn anything.
Exactly.
If
Oh,
we learn anything, it's by accident along the way. But we don't play to learn anything. We
that
play to when we have free time, when the teachers stop bothering us.
that's right. Okay, now tell me how many of you drive a bike, a two-wheeler, we call it in India, bike. Yes? Okay. So when you learn to drive a bike, okay, or a cycle, you remember the day when you rode the first day of your bicycle or your bike, what was the instruction given? You will be having everything in your mind, right? First, sit, hold the handlebar, start the bike, and go straight. Don't bend, don't twist your body. All those instructions we would have got. And we would have played that in our mind sequentially. But do you do that now? Do we do that now, being a car or a bike? Do we do that now? No, no, none of us would do because we got used to it. Our cells and our body got used to drive. In the same way, if we have to speak in English, we have so many rules and regulations and grammar and this and that. Oh my God, that's boring. It's not fun, rather boring. It's not fun, and we are not ready to learn as, you know, as charming or as good as it feel like learning something. But how to make it? fun and a joyful experience to learn to speak in English. That's what we are here about. Okay, now tell me again, what do you think are the skills associated? I'm going to go back and forth in sharing. Okay, so we have talked about importance, and now we are here the ways to learn spoken English. Here we are to discuss about the games, the fun way, and of course, storytelling is everything, according to me. Fun, entertainment, learning, what not. So games and storytelling is what we are going to deal with in the workshop for another hour or so. Yeah. And what do you think the skills associated with learning any language? Come on, type in the chat. According to you, what are the skills that are needed, that are important in learning a language? Active listening. Wow. Know the basics. Basics, you mean? Talking to peer is very important. Listening and observing. Listening, honing the ear, hearing the rhymes and the phonics. That's right, Barry. Sangeeta says reading. Fluency, comprehension, listening, rhymes, speaking, listening, reading, repetition, communicating whatever one wants to express. That's right. Some basic vocabulary. That's very important. Okay. We would be able to have a proper communication with peers and kids as we memorizing sometimes help. Yes, of course. Listening, reading, and communicating. Okay. Let it keep coming in. The basic skills that I would or I feel that's very important in learning, or the skills associated in learning a language is basically, be it for any language for that matters, it's listening, speaking, reading, and writing. LSRW is what we say, right? So I hope everybody agrees with me on this. LSRW is the basic skill to learn any language. You remember, many of you work with children, and all of us at least have kids in our home. We would have sent our children to school, first day, preschool, and all that. So was your child able to read and write the day when the child was into the school? You don't think so, right? No, normally a child wouldn't. But the child would be able to understand the teacher. How is that happening? How does that happen? A child either crying or cranky or happy to go to school, whatever for that matters, the child goes and speaks. The child goes and understands whatever, if the teacher is speaking in the language which the child is aware of. Yes, that happens. How does that happen? How does that happen? Repetition. Teacher will prompt with actions and watching peers, understanding. Yes, that's how. How does a child even understand? Visuals. Listen to what teacher speaks. That's what. How does the child understand the teacher? What was that first learning that the child has already got even before going to a school where they learn to read and write? Yeah.
From home.
I'm sorry. Yes, Sangeeta?
From home. Yeah, you learn the language at home.
From home. Yes, from home. That's perfectly correct. How? There's a certain environment there. Okay. Yes.
By observing the teacher.
Yes.
The parents.
The parents speak. Whatever
Yes.
language is spoken at home, the child
Home.
is familiar. Whatever, irrespective of the language, whatever they speak, in an English speaking family, child would be able to understand English. A Hindi or Marathi speaking child will be familiar with that language, right? So basic, the bottom line, the first learning happens with listening. When a child listens to the parents, that's when it starts. And how to make this listening to our very young children, making it fun with games. So we are here for fun and to learn. And it would be really fun if everybody could turn on your cameras. Try if you can to turn on your camera. Thank you. So listening, basic is the child listens. I would like to give a disclaimer here. This doesn't go with the children who have got, hearing impaired children. For those children, this is not applicable. Well, everybody's aware of the Simon Says game. So this is the second game that I would like to share with you. Yeah, are we all ready to play this game? Show me a thumbs up. Come on. Yes. All right. Simon says thumbs up. Simon says hand on your head. Simon says hand on your shoulder. Thumbs up. Bhuvan Meenu. Simon says hands on your shoulder. Simon says hands on your head. Thumbs up. Machil, you're out. Simon says thumbs up. Simon says hand on your heads. Hands on your head. Simon says on your shoulder. Hands on your shoulder. Simon says thumbs up. Hands on your head. Pradiksha, you are out. Selvi, you're out as well. So thank you for your participation. So what do we learn? What do we get from this game? Simon Says. Such a simple yet very profound game for listening. You know, you just listen to the command or the instruction and then act it out. Once we listen to twice or thrice, we just follow like head, shoulder, thumbs up, head, shoulder, thumbs up, head, shoulder, thumbs up. We just presume that that will be the next one. But whether it is said by Simon or not, we are not waiting. So here is where the listening plays a crucial place. And now that the game is big fish, small fish. We all play this game, right? We can't play all the games here. I will try to make it, in every aspect, I will try to give you games. And this big fish, small fish is same like name and clap game which we played in the beginning as an icebreaker. So big fish for the ones who have not been there during the beginning of the session. So big fish, small fish, big fish, small fish, and it's ulta. When you say big fish, you'll have to do small fish. When you say small fish, you'll have to do big fish. So you can play in any mode or with any number of children, any size of children, even the very younger ones to the elder ones. Like we enjoyed playing Simon Says, right? So it will be real fun to play this game. And next skill, moving from listening. Again, actually, storytelling, though I have mentioned it separately, it travels along. Listening to stories again is fun and is a learning a wonderful listening skill that nothing much can teach, but only storytelling has that power to teach all that is needed to learn a language. All right, moving on. I'm just trying to figure out something. Yes. Okay. And next is, oops, I guess, yeah. After listening comes speaking. LSRW, right? So, what are the elements to speak fluently? So, basically, these are the things according to me. Basically, we'll have to think in English. We always tend to think in our mother tongue, translate it into English, and then speak. That's where the lag happens. So, the first step to speak in English fluently is to learn to think in English. How do we do that? Let's see to it. And next is vocabulary. As Pratigya rightly said, we need words to communicate. And how do we pronounce a word? Each mother tongue language is, people would speak differently. Here in Tamil Nadu, we say, are you coming? Variya. My children in my school, coming, going, giving, that's how they speak. So basically, to get the right pronunciation, what do we do? So that also we will be looking into. And grammar. Oh my God. That for many, even for me when in the beginning days. And yeah, grammar plays a very vital role in speaking in English, and the confidence to speak. We will discuss about it. So thinking in English. How do we think in English? Basically, thinking. Any thoughts here? How do we think in English? How do we think in English? What is it for you to? As I told the example of learning to drive a bike, that's what is connected here. You know, yes, Sarita, you want to say something? Okay. So basically, thinking in English is nothing but speaking to ourselves, the self-talk, the self-connection. What do we think by looking at the things around? You talk to yourself. You tell yourself something. Am I on right time? Am I late? Did I? Thank God I joined in the beginning. Oh, at least I was able to join now. So many thoughts. Many thoughts. Everybody must be going on under each and everyone's mind. So that is what we think in our mother tongue. Yes, do you agree with me? Yes, we basically think, yeah, Pragya, that's right. Yeah, Srilata, that's right. So we all think in our mother tongue. So how do we think in English? How to do that? All right. You go out. Just imagine what I'm saying. You go out and see a delicious ice cream. Okay? You just see an ice cream. And without unmuting your mic, just open your mouth and say ice cream. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Okay. So what is ice cream made of? It could be any ingredient for that matters. You need not unmute. You just tell it to yourself. What is it made of? Milk. No, one is enough, Pratigya. I just need only one ingredient. Okay, milk. Yeah. Where does milk come from? Cow. That's right. Cow. All right. Anything related to cow that you want to tell? Just a word. Related to cow. Just a word. Yes, Ambu, you were telling something. Yes. Am I seeing something in the chat? Cow. After that? Anything else? Cow sounds moo. Great. Hay. Okay. Grass. Farm animal. Okay, few words. No, we only think in English. We don't have farm animal, or we don't say it in Tamil. I'm not even getting the word farm animal, white bull. Okay, okay, we'll just consider these four words and let's try to connect through English. So we saw an ice cream, and we thought about the ingredient with which ice cream was made. It's a cow, and you people have given so many words related to cow. Okay, how do we think this in English? Let me tell you. I see an ice cream. Ice cream is made of milk. Milk comes from a cow. The cow is white in color. The cow lives in a farm. The cow eats hay and grass. The cow sounds moo. It can go on. So with your children or with your whoever you want to teach, so just ask them to look at the random things around you, and you just ask them to connect. And this can be done within ourselves than speaking it out. This is basically for thinking and to speak within ourselves. Can you suggest some other? I need a volunteer to play the second round of this game. So this is the example, and let's do one more round. Volunteer? Yes, Sri Devi, welcome. Okay, please unmute. And can you tell something about something about something?
Something about something.
Yeah, tell me a
Thing.
thing, and then relate and connect, and please take it forward.
Okay, so something, nothing, everything.
No, not like that. So ice cream, something.
Okay,
All
okay,
right, something like that.
okay. Paper.
Mm-hmm.
Paper comes from trees.
No, just tell me the words first. Paper. When
Paper.
when you look at the paper, you think about the tree.
Tree. When I look about the tree, I think about the soil. When I think about the soil, I think about the living things that are there in the soil, organisms. And I think about the earthworms. I think about the water.
All right, thank you. So
Yeah.
now the words are, what are the words? Paper, tree, soil, water, and earthworm. Am I right? Okay, now make this into phrases or sentences. Come on. Now you tell me in sentence. I see a paper.
You want me to tell?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. I see a paper. Paper comes from trees. Trees keeps the soil together. There are a lot of living organisms in the soil. And living organisms needs water to survive.
The last word. Earthworm.
Earthworm. Earthworm breathes through the soil. Yeah.
Great, thank you. So as simple as this. So basically, she spoke about big words. We are looking at children to their level. They will be able to tell according to their age group. So if we are talking about adult teaching, then it will be of that standard. Well done. Thank you. So this is basically for thinking in English. To speak, as I told, first step is thinking in English, and the next step is vocabulary. Basically, we stumble upon or we stutter when we don't get words, and at times we put in our mother tongue in there. Yeah, so that's where the vocabulary, and many of us have innumerable vocabulary building or vocabulary learning mechanisms. Just list them out. Just list them out in the chat box. How do you develop your vocabulary? Or what are your suggestions? Or what you did to develop your vocabulary? We all would have come across learn one word from the dictionary every day. That's one thing. Everybody would have reading newspaper, listening to others talk, read. I look up words online. Wordle storytelling, spaced repetition, vocabulary list up cards. Okay, reading, practice using words in a day-to-day lives, watching English shows. That's great. So we learn through many ways to learn new words. Yeah, songs. That's right. Yeah, we'll be dealing with that as well. Yeah. So vocabulary is basically the building a strong vocabulary is very crucial for effective communication. Games like Scrabble, yes, WWF, yes. Learning and using words in context can enhance our fluency and confidence, no doubt about it. So basic games are cartoons with subtitles. That's right. That's basically for our understanding, according to me. Of course, we will be learning, but basically for us to understand, all are interrelated, actually. Yeah, stories. The game which I am here to suggest are word building. Word building does magic. We will be thinking again to tell a word again and again and again to start with the same letter, ending letter. We play this game, right? Can we have 3 members, 3 volunteers, please, to play this game? Yes, Divya, Barry. Where are you, Barry? Yes, you're here. Okay, one more. One more. If you're raising your hand, please open. Oh, yeah, Priti. Thank you. Okay, come on. Divya goes first, Barry second, and Pratigya third. I want you to play the word game. You start with the word, Divya. The last letter should be the first letter of your word, Barry, and it goes on. Can we start?
Any
Any word,
word,
any word. It's for fun, yes. Need to communicate with natives. Sorry?
Storytelling.
Storytelling.
Storytelling. What is this story? Story.
Yesterday.
G, if I'm right.
Yellow.
Okay. Wrinkle.
I'm sorry.
Elephant.
I'm sorry if I'm not getting it right. The last
Okay.
letter of the word of that word, storytelling, G.
I heard her say storytelling and then story. That's why I went to yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Storytelling.
okay. I'm sorry then. I'm
So
sorry.
I just changed it to story.
Fine. Okay, please continue. I'm so sorry for stopping you.
Elephant.
Elephant. Trampoline.
Engine.
Eager.
Ridiculous.
After a Sunday lunch, yeah, sumptuous.
Splendid.
Splendid. Direction.
Thank you. Thank you. Direction. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. So this is how we can play for innumerable time and with number of people. So this game is one of the very interesting games, and we play a game called Names, Plays, Animals, Things. How many of you remember that? Yes, Names, Plays, Animals, Things. In the same letter. Now we spoke about different letters for each and every one. We take one letter and we just tell the name, a person's name, an animal that starts with the same letter, a place that starts with the same letter, and a thing. It could be anything that starts with the same letter. So that is also one of the best vocabulary building game. And next comes the all-time favorite, Scrabble. Scrabble can be played by any age, and I can see Ambuja smiling. I don't know why. Scrabble game, yeah. And find the word. We have this puzzle and finding the words. So these are a few games which we can play when we want to build vocabulary with the children. We can offer each day different game. You can customize it in any way, in any levels. of tough or easy for based on the levels. Yeah. And next game I would like to play is okay. This is called as Boggle. Come on. I want everyone to participate now. So find the words that are hidden inside this big word butterfly.
Butter.
Butterfly. Okay, just type in the chat. Type in the chat.
Fly.
Flute. Do we have? Yes. Utter butter, utterly delicious. Yeah. Utter butter. But fly, tub, fly, but. See. Okay, but, utter, fly, butter, rub, fry. As you're typing, just look into the words that the others are also typing, because we get few non-familiar or non-familiar, we would have not thought about it. See, yell, fry, Uber. Fantastic. Okay. Air, flutter, fly, but. Flute. Cute. Okay. Flutter, bite, yell, butter, turf, letter. See, rule, ruler, buy, fur, rebuck, tube, bite, flu, tuber, retry. Fantastic. Thank you. See, we start with 2-letter or 3-letter word and it goes on. So this is called boggle. We can give any big word and we can ask the children to come up with smaller words where, you know, they would have not even realized these many words are there within that big word, or these many words can be formed using these letters. So basically, this is one of the beautiful or interesting game to build their vocabulary. Well, next comes pronunciation. Yes. We call it accent, we call it stylish English, you know, come, that is also come only. but when we hear, how does that, it doesn't sound to be an English. We call it a Spanglish then, yeah? So how do we have it? Tongue twisters come for help in this. Listening and practicing skill only would help improve the pronunciation. And active listening to native speakers also helps in pronunciation, and various forms of English content can also help, like many of you suggested movies, watching cartoons. Yes, all those, the more we listen and the more we speak and we get the pronunciation correct, improve comprehension and the language flow as well. So tongue twisters not only improve the diction, but also your the twist of your tongue would really help the pronunciation and the pronunciation of each word to get it correctly. So this is quite tricky, but let us try. So who want to volunteer for this? You please unmute yourself because I'm sharing the screen and I can't see you. Okay, let me stop. Yes. Tongue twisters. Anybody? I've given both one simple one and a bigger one. It's up to you how you would like to take up the challenge. Yes. Start.
Yeah. She sees shells by the seashore.
Okay.
She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Great, thank you. Would you like to try the second one as well?
Yeah. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How
Love.
much wood woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Chuck, chuck, chuck. Fantastic. Thank you. All right. So there are, tongue twisters level wise. The very simple ones with 3 or 4 words in it. We have longer ones. For a child who's not getting sh sound, ch sound, t sound. So even we can give based on the child's requirement, the tongue twister can be given. So it's basically it's more customized for the children. If you have a big lot, then you can have fun just giving. If you are focusing on a particular child, then for getting across a proper pronunciation for some proper sound, then we have innumerable tongue twisters. Well, next is the most trickiest thing, or grammar. Grammar. Ooh, rules, regulations, so much is associated with grammar. What would help? Of course, story. Reading a story would definitely help us to learn the past tense. Past tense basically can be quickly, easily learned and taught through stories, as most of the stories are written, basically children ones are written in past tense. And these days, contemporary writers are writing in both present and future as well. Apart from stories, what can we do to learn grammar or to get the sentence right? Please don't say go with Grammarly. Yeah, I know. You people would say, why do you want us to learn grammar, Banu? We just have to go with Grammarly and get it done. Of course, when we come for writing and if we have a system of phone, that's fine. To meet one-on-one, to get our information communicated, what do we do? How do we do? Grammar is very, very, very important. Of course, fluency doesn't, not 100% grammar perfection is not needed, is what I would say, because I'm not 100% perfect in grammar, and I guess even the native speakers would agree with me. Like, not everybody can do 100% with perfect grammar English. No, having a good grasp of major tenses and minimizing mistakes, that's more than enough. When we listen so much, we have been speaking about listening. When we listen so much, obviously our tense and our grammar would definitely enhance. And it has to be done meticulously or sincerely. Then definitely we can have a change, enhance our speaking skills. And our goal is to deliver the message, not, perfect English to start with. At least the right grammar and vocabulary will definitely help. I would also suggest listening to podcasts than watching. We all play videos from YouTube and make our children to learn, and we expect children to learn from that. Yes, that would help, but mostly it will go in visuals, not like listening. It goes directly, and listening is what is very, very important. So story reading aloud, that also would help us to enhance our grammar. Okay, here I have a game for you. What is that? That's called as opposites game. Even first we saw one of the games. Twice we have seen. This is a game where I say the car is going fast. Okay? The car is going fast. And I want you to say the car is not going slow. The opposite of fast. Yeah? The car is going fast is what I'm saying. And You will have to say the car is not going slow. Now I give you another sentence. The boy is, please keep your finger on the mic button to unmute, right? The boy is tall. The boy
Boy is not short.
Boy is not.
good. Fastest finger will always be. And the next one is chili tastes spicy.
Chili taste. Chili is not sweet.
Good. Okay. Any sentence, and amongst you yourself, you can play. Come on. Volunteer to give a sentence. Offer a sentence now. Yes, Barry.
Summertime is hot.
Summertime is hot. Okay, great.
Summers are not cold.
Summertime
is not cold.
Cold.
Great. Okay. Next one. Next one. Next sentence.
The road is wide.
The road is wide. Okay. Next answer.
The road is not narrow.
Not narrow.
The word is road is not narrow. Okay. Sentence, please. Another sentence. Another sentence. That's it. Shall we move
It
on?
is bright outside.
It is bright outside.
It is not dull outside.
It's not
Cool.
dark outside.
Good. Great. Okay. So this is just a fun game, to add not. And also it is related to the vocabulary part as well. You know the opposites of each word. All right. Next comes confidence. Yes. Are you a confident speaker? Which itself comes speaker. Speaking comes along side by side to confidence. Why do we need confidence? For what do we need confidence? To speak, of course. So how to build that confidence? Well, building confidence is a key element in becoming a fluent English speaker. This can be achieved only through, come on, you know the answer, only through practice, 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 and knowledge and experience as well. Well, I'm sure you all are, experienced and you know how to speak confidently. Let us see how confident you are. Okay, I need 2 volunteers here. Please turn on your camera only, then you'll be able to participate. Aren't we having fun here? Yes, come on. Yes, Priyanka, welcome. The next one, please. The next one.
But I don't know
Okay.
what I have to do.
Come on, it's okay. That's what the thrilling part is all about. Okay. All right. So the game is as simple as this. Yes and no game. That's all. Okay. What is your name, Priyanka? I mean, is Priyanka your name? Priyanka, unmute, baby. You're trying to? Okay. Sangeeta, have you had your lunch?
Yes.
This is what you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to answer yes or no
Okay.
to the question. Okay? So
Okay.
Priyanka can ask a question and Sangeeta can answer until she says yes or no. Priyanka asks a question to Sangeeta. Any question it could be. And
Do you understand what Bhanu is saying, Sangeeta?
I'm enjoying this session. I mean, I have to answer something which is completely not relevant to her question. Is that what it is?
No. You have to answer you have to give a relevant answer, but your answer should not be yes or no.
Okay. I
Okay,
should
I
not
got
use
it.
the word yes
Yes
or
or
no.
no. Yeah, that's it.
So Bhanu, it has to be more open-ended.
That's
Email.
right.
Acha,
No, it
okay.
should be
No,
closed-ended.
it has to be yes or no question, but we should not use yes or no in the answers.
So for which
Correct?
it should be a closed-ended question. It
Yeah.
should be
No,
closed.
yeah. So answer should be open-ended, but the question has to be close-ended.
That's right.
Cool.
Start.
Okay. Shall I ask?
Yes.
I don't
Are
know.
you wearing a watch, Priyanka?
I am not now, but maybe.
Do
Sangeeta,
you like?
how many questions? Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
no, no.
not.
I think we can go take turns in asking questions. Okay, Priyanka, please.
Sangeeta, are you going to ask the next question?
Okay.
Out. Yeah.
No, no, sorry, I was not listening. I got a call. What did you say? I'm so sorry. I thought you were going to say.
Okay. Who else?
No, no, give me a chance. I missed what you were saying actually.
One second. Of course, you. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. So sorry.
Okay, this is serious game now.
Okay.
Going back.
Like all reals.
Yes, all reals. Start, girls. Come on.
Okay, Priyanka, I'm waiting for Priyanka's question. Sorry, I missed your last question.
You didn't hear my last question?
I didn't hear your last question.
Okay.
Do you
Go
like
ahead.
swimming, Priyanka?
Sometimes, especially in the summer.
Okay.
You don't like swimming?
I don't like to swim. Which movie do you like? I'm sorry, that is not even a yes question. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Do you like shopping?
If somebody else pays for my shopping. Would you pay for my shopping, Sangeeta?
I don't think so.
Banu, I'm not going to play with her. She is
Because I'm not going to
rude.
pay for a shopping.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right.
Sangeeta, you still want to play with me?
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to say, of course I do. Okay. I think I lost it, right? I mean, I should not use the word yes.
Yes. Anybody else? Who's interested?
Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you, Sangeeta. And thank you,
Thank
Banu.
you, Priyanka.
Thank you, Sangeeta. Is anyone ready? Yes. There is one baby. Yes, baby. You want to play the game? I can't see you. Do you want to play the game? Yes. Okay. Please turn on your camera. Yeah. You want to ask that auntie a question, or you want her to ask you the question?
Maybe someone else can play, Banu. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there anyone else?
Let's take.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Priyanka. Is there anyone? Yes, Ambu. All right. What's your name, baby? Lankumaran's daughter. What's your name? I don't think she is. Okay,
No, I think-
I guess she's fidgeting with the
Yeah.
device. All right. So Ambu, along with Ambu, who's there? Who's ready?
I'll play.
Yes, Barry. Welcome. All right. Yes, go ahead.
Are you liking this workshop, Barry?
This workshop is wonderful. Are you, is it what you expected it to be?
Much more than what I expected. You have been attending all the workshops till now, right?
That is not correct. I have slept a little bit in between, but I have attended, I think, 3 or 4 workshops. Is this your first one?
I have attended many. So, would you be there for the next session?
The next session is not on my list to attend. I've got to get back to sleep, although I might attend one storytelling sessions.
Or you're feeling very sleepy now?
Now? No, I am. Oh,
You know,
I'm wide awake.
it's actually difficult not to use yes and no. You know.
That's right. That's right. So
Correct.
you'll have to be vigilant. This is what we call it as vigilant. Thank you, Ambu. Thank you, Bavi. All right.
Thank you,
So
Ambu.
And
yeah,
I think that is what makes it fun, right? So you
That's
you
right.
know you want to say a yes or a no, but because you're not allowed, and that is where the fun part comes along with the learning.
I think
Okay.
children will enjoy it a lot because that's a good
Priti, when
one.
you said that's what the fun and the learning, could you please tell me what the learning, according to you, is for as far as this game is concerned?
For this game, it's forcing me to think beyond. There
Right.
are few set things that come to your mind. That is probably with your already known vocabulary. So immediately, and of course, a yes or a no. Other than that, you would probably just say, yes, I did it. Did you do it? Yes, I did it. So now you're forcing me to think a little more, dig a little further. I have the vocabulary. You're just asking me to push it and use it.
Priti, it shows that you're a 90s kid. Yes, I did it. Do you think these kids these days, they are telling, yes, I did it? Yeah. Yes.
And
Yep.
one more thing I would like to add on.
Yes,
Banu.
Meenu.
To add on to it.
Yes, Meenu.
Yeah, so just to add on to what Pratikya said, it is also about, we tend to answer in single words. If the question is like this, which can be answered in yes or no. So it's very natural for us to
Very
say
good.
yes, no, that's it. But then this one forces us to form the
Form a
sentence
sentence.
and answer it clearly. So forming a sentence again is very important, especially for spoken to develop the speaking or improve the speaking skills.
Very well told, Meenu.
Yeah.
Thank you so
And
much for
something
that.
to add to that from
Yes.
the person who's asking the questions, that also challenges us to think of something where it's very difficult to say a yes or no, and not allowing the other person to think. I mean, throwing them questions after question, so that somewhere it's a challenge for both the parties. That's what I feel.
That's right. Yes, Priyanka, would you like to add something? Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure. A few things maybe. First of all, what Ambu right now said, I would like to extend that. Have you witnessed these kind of people in your lives where you know that they are playing, they are manipulating you, but you can't be angry on them because of the words that they are using, because they are not directly saying yes or no, and that happens. We find those people always in all our walks of life. So because I work a lot with corporates, a few takeaways in the corporate world, that this will be the first one. And then during negotiation, when you cannot directly say yes or no to the client, or given to any kind of pressure that is coming from because of the hierarchy, that is one takeaway. And the third one I would like to add, that how I usually play the game, you can try that, yes and no, but not exactly expanding on the no. That instead of saying did you have breakfast, so instead of saying I didn't have breakfast, try to play around, I would like to have breakfast if you are offering me sausage and bacon and egg. So in one way can be just simply expanding on the idea of no. Another can be layering the no with multiple things. So yeah,
Perfect.
that is how I play it. But there are always variations of the same game.
That's right. Probably yours is an advanced level of speakers. Yeah, it's not the beginner level as such, but beautiful. This would be a wonderful extension of this game. When the children are familiar with the beginner's level, then maybe an intermediate can also use this. Thank you, Priyanka, for adding. All right. Yeah, yes and no. As Meenu was telling, my first rule inside my classroom is never ever answer in a word. Always speak in sentence. That would be my first instruction when I enter into the class. So even once I enter into the class, I would ask, "How are you, children?" Everybody would say, "Fine, man." They say that those are two words. I said not one word answer. They say that those are two words. I always make sure that they say, I'm fine, thank you, ma'am. Until they say that, until the entire class says that, I would stick on to that particular how are you and fine, thank you is what I would stick on to until they get used. Every single period, you won't believe. So a couple of children who are smart enough, they would really, smartly, if she comes, this is what she will ask. Let me tell this. So basically, to make the children to speak more than a word, this would be a wonderful game. All right, next is taboo. I don't want to, we don't have time to play the actual game. So I'm just sending you in the chat. So the word is apple. This is kind of a guessing game where you'll have to make the listeners, make the audience to find out the word apple, but you should not use the words fruit, red, or eat, or any word that you don't want them to tell. So this is called taboo game. And of course, picture description and sentence building, all those games comes in handy when you want to make them to speak without even thinking that they are speaking. We'll have to make them to speak. That's the basic idea. So taboo, yeah, it's called taboo. That's right. Jayshree, yes, that's called a taboo game. And this game was introduced to me by Pratigya. Thank you. Thank you, Pratigya. All right. So next one is picture description. For example, let me just show you a picture quickly. You could pick any picture for that matter. So this game, I do it in my class in different levels. Okay, so basically into 3 to 4 rounds I do. For the first round, I would ask the children to tell me one thing, just one word from this picture. One specific word. Maybe I would say a woman. Okay. And in the second round, I would ask that child to use the same word in a sentence or describe about that woman in one sentence, just only one sentence. And the third round would be, to describe more, or if there are two-person conversing, what the conversation would be. Make out your own dialogues. So that also I do, and children love that. So making, picture talk, we say, we just ask them to describe. They don't know at times. They go, out of the picture. That's fine as far as they are correct. And just to prompt the children who are not so very good to come forward and speak, this would be a wonderful activity where they wouldn't realize themselves, but still they will be talking. So finally, we have come to the very part, storytelling. Yes, nothing like story. So yes, no, and taboo game, which gives us confidence to speak. And storytelling, yes, nothing like storytelling that has got everything in it. You can't say no, we don't have this. No, nothing as far as language is concerned. Now, we all know many games related to stories. Come on, most of us here are storytellers. So let's try to create a story, maybe from one word to another word. That is also one story building game. For the non-storytellers who are here as participants, you can ask each child to tell one word, and slowly you can build a story. And we have setting, character, and a problem. So having these inputs given to the children, you can ask them to create their own story. Okay, now since very few of us have turned on our videos, let's have it in the main room itself. Otherwise, we have planned to give it in a breakout room activity. let us have it as the main room activity. Please take, let's take 5 minutes. It's 4:15 here. You could choose one of those four prompts here. The first one is: in a faraway galaxy, a beautiful princess gets eaten by a, use your imagination. In a magical forest, a cowboy finds a magic wand, and what happens? On the moon, an evil witch finds a strange box, and what happens? Museum. In a museum, a doctor finds things that started to come to life. Think on this line, the one of these lines, and
Banu, can we
yes,
mix and match?
yeah, of course you can.
It can
These
be a
are just
magical
suggestions,
forest and a
Barry.
doctor.
Sorry,
It
doctor.
can be in a magical forest, a doctor gets eaten by a.
Come on, imagination is anything that you can do it. Come on, you can. Please go ahead. Create a short story. Well, another minute. Oh, I've started getting the story. The beautiful princess went to a forest. As she was walking, she found a box, and when she opened it, the forest turned magical, and all the things around started coming to life. Before she could enjoy this beautiful sight, she was frozen as the box closed. Wow. All right. Great story. Okay. So Can we listen to the stories, please? Yes, from Janani. On the moon, a doctor finds a strange box. When he opened the box, he found so many tools. Once he touched that, he saw things coming alive one by one. Then he found a doll which looked like a beautiful princess. He touched that girl and she became alive. But there was an evil witch who wants to bring a dragon to eat them. And then what happened? Continue your story within yourself. Okay. So any other stories? Is anyone ready to share it here, please? Want to share it here in the main room? Continues. Yes, of course. Yes, Sridevi, would you like to share? Did you raise your hand? I'm sorry if I have missed. Would you like to share your story? Any others without the video also you could share the story? Without the video also it's fine, your voice.
Anu, I'll share.
Yes, Barry, please.
I know I've spoken a lot, so but no one's speaking
Please,
up.
no
I,
problem.
I wrote, in a magical forest, a
Uh-huh.
doctor finds a strange box.
All right.
In it is a beating heart. She can tell it is not a human heart. She is a veterinary cardiac pathologist with a specialty in interspecies transplants. She speculates that it belongs to either a kangaroo or a koala. She knows she must find the heartless marsupial. She looks up the nearest airport. It is Magical Forest International, MFI. She gets on her scooter and heads in that direction.
Wow, well done, well done. Amazing, interesting story. Yes. Yes, Divya, please.
Yeah. So, one second. So, am I unmuted?
Yes, yes, you are.
Yeah, sorry. So Dr. Jones went to the Discovery Museum and he didn't realize it was closing time. As he was about to step outside, he heard footsteps. It was the cowboy statue that had come to life, and he was walking towards him, but with a limp. The doctor had his kit. He quickly gave him a magical injection. The cowboy felt very happy, and he said, I was a statue, but with a limp, and now I'm okay. So, and he went off.
Good job. Thank you. So, participants without your videos, see these, the ones which, the stories which you have heard are from the professional storytellers. Okay, the ones who have shared now are professionals. So you think in your own lines and you create your own story. You share and you listen to others. So it will be definitely as magical as they said. All the hearts are coming to listen to stories. Well done. With this, we come to the end of this workshop. And you can reach me through mail, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And a very big thanks to each one of you for your time. It's a Sunday afternoon for Indians. And I would love to hear from you one takeaway, at least one, that you are going to take away from this workshop.
Banu,
Yes, Eric,
why don't you come out of screen share?
that's right. I'll do that. Yes. Thank you so much. I told you that. Okay, it's popping. It was so much fun. Thank you. You are too. Almost anything can be turned into a game for learning. That's the right, Barry. Think in English from pre-grade level. That's right. You know, we speaking more about English here. In another 90 minutes, we storytellers from Springboard Tales will be sharing stories for on the theme growing up in ages, where I will be sharing one of my English journey, the journey in English in that event. Would love to have you. And Pratigya, Ambuja, myself, and Devjani will be sharing stories there. You can, we would love to have you. Please join in. Interesting workshop. Enjoy the session. Thank you for the wonderful share. Mapping of games to specific concepts. Thank you. Meenu has given ideas, food for thought to build further on this. Great. Excellent workshop, joyful. Thank you. Thank you so much for this wonderful workshop. I think I'll try some of your activities, story building and yes or no questions. There are more, yes or no variations are also available. Like instead of the word yes or no, you can even, increase the intensity of the game, the complexity of the game by telling not to use one particular letter. So that we would be playing in Feast Plot Luck. So we have a gaming group there. Storytelling for your evening session. Can we have recordings? We will let you know. You can reach to Eric about it for the recording. I love the activity. Think in English.
Banu,
Yes.
if I were to add, you were
Yes,
talking
please.
about the yes and no game.
That's right.
One variation of that game that I tried playing with my son a few years ago is we can just talk. It doesn't have to be a question and answer. Any conversation we would talk, but we are not allowed to use any negative words. No negative words. So which means I will gonna say we are allowed to use only positive words.
That's right.
So more than English, it was also a way of getting it into a mindfulness kind of a game, trying to move to a positive thought. So although at the outset, a lot of these might seem like simple games to learn a language, these games can go a long way in doing a lot of wonderful things to us. So thank you so much for sharing this,
Great.
Banu. Had a lovely time.
Thank you, Pratik, for joining. Thanks for the addition. Yes. Okay. So what do we have? Yes, your feedbacks are wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for your active participation, those who have actively participated with your videos on. Wishing you all a very, very happy speaking in English. Speak it out and let's enjoy the journey with stories, games, and English. Eric, 2 minutes before I've stopped. Great. Thank you, audience. Thank you, participants.
Thank you.
You had a great time like I did. 90 minutes just flew away. Thank you, Eric. Thank you once again for having this platform for us.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
A
you.
wonderful workshop. And I might say one of the most popular sessions so far.
Is it?
We
I
have
was
40
about to say that, Eric. So we
Yeah.
had 48 participants at one stage.
Uh-huh.
The same thing, the maximum number, or at least the sessions which I have attended.
Oh my goodness. Thank
And
you.
now coming up is storytelling by children.